Hello, this is Temporal, and this is Brutally Honest Bandai Kits, and this is the high-grade Iron-Blooded Orphans Gundam Kimaris, as per the first review of Z-Blooded October, which is mainly Zeon kits and Iron-Blooded Orphans, just like last year, but with more Zeon. Anyways, so here's how this review is going to work here. We're going to go over the looks, what I did to it, a little bit of the articulation, since all and mainly most IBO kits are identical to each other in articulation wise, except like the Dentalion, which has double jointed arms for some reason, and a couple others, but they're basically all the same. I'll just go over the new parts for the articulation and stuff. Then we'll go over the accessories and end off the video. So, the kit, or the design here, is a fantastic design, especially when I, did stuff to it. We're going about the kit now. I have my little pointer for today, for this video. It's fucking different every video, I swear. So, very excellent design. Here's the close up here. The Kimaris is very simple, but it's also very good. In terms, like, you can barely tell that this is an IBO frame, since it looks fucking super different from... So, let's go for a standard IBO frame. Let's go for my Barbatos Repair. That's the name of this thing. So, as you can see, they're very different from each other, of course, but you can tell this is an IBO frame, mainly because it's more exposed for that part, and like, you can see the most of the frame parts, it's skinny and stuff. This thing's fucking bulky as hell. Like, it reminds me of like the Gushion, which I do want to build as well, but that's what it really reminds me of, the Gushion. Barely tell it's a Gundam frame, but you can also kind of tell it is as well. Anyways, for what I did to it, we're gonna showcase the color applications I did to it. Anyways, we have the bluish green for the shoulders, on both sides as well. Back head camera, front head camera. Oh, focus. The eyes, the purple on the little V fin there, and we got purple for the front skirts, the black for the detail, black for the thrusters here, black for the detail here as well, black for thrusters. We got the silver for the pistons, silver for these pistons, and that's about it for the colors I did to it. I did gray panel lining for the white parts, black panel lining for everything else, and black for the U's on both sides on each part. It is also top coated in a matte top coat. Let's go over articulation. So, for really what's new for this thing is this, and these things move up and down. We also have our opening gimmick, which is, articulates, and the thrusters inside move back and forth. That is basically it. Except, this thing has, I would say, worse articulation than standard IBO kit, because the knee bend is fucking awful. And it doesn't look good. That does not look good. It looks too model kit-esque compared to what a regular IBO bend of the knee looks. Let's grab another sample. The Barbados. Yeah, you can't see that little joint as well as you can see in this one right here. Anyways, for the bads about the articulation here, this shoulder does get in the way quite a bit. So I'll keep out an eye for that. Anyways, let's go over the accessories, since there is 3, 4. We got the hands, which are standard holding hands, no widespread open hands or fists, and they've been on the kit the whole time. Nextly, we have the shurikens that are in there. I'm not taking them out because they're a pain in the ass to put back in, so they're in there, and this can just close back up just like that, which is very nice gimmick for this guy. First accessory we really have here is this blade, which I could paint the little blade part, and this does have articulation to fold it up and attach into the back skirt right there. But this can just be held in the hand and fucking falls apart. So very easily. So I think I could just slide it in there like that. There we go. So that is the blade in the hand. Doesn't look too bad. You know, it reminds me of the sword on the Kimaris Vidar. But I think it looks quite nice. You know, good slashing poses with this thing. Good, nice dynamic pose. Alright, next we have the main accessory of the guy, the big lance. You know, every Kimaris has their big lance, and this thing is hella tall. And there's a nice gimmick for this thing as well. So we're going to go over this thing for now. We have our little shooty thingies, and nice color separating with the purple. Forgot to paint that black. It will be black for the thumbnail, of course, but you know, it's also panel lined as well, mostly in black as well. So the cool gimmick about this thing is you get your hand here, and you take your fucking hand off. Fucking tight. So we have your hand here. We have our back of the hand. There's a little peg attachment here. So you get your back of your hand and you peg it into there, which is really fucking cool. Then you get your back of your hand again, your front of your hand, and you just put it in there. Get it. Okay. There we go. I got it. So there's that. It's a shame it doesn't have like a angled holding hand like the later versions do, but this will do. And this just goes into the hand, just like that. It would be very loose, but I did tighten up my hands, along with my shoulder joints and my fucking arms as well, so it's going to hold it really well. And you can get some good lance poses, I would think. Okay, that was not tightened up, though. Okay, that usually doesn't happen, but only on IBO kits where that connection fucking falls off. And lastly, this is not really part of the kit. There is an extra backpack that I did review yesterday as we're recording this video for the Iron-Blooded Arms option set 04, and that's the Kimaris jet booster thing, and that just pops on right there. And that gives it a lot of, you know, shelf presence, and I think it makes it look 10 times cooler. Anyways, this has been Temporal with Brutally Honest Bandai Kits, featuring the Gundam Kimaris, the Iron-Blooded Orphans one, you know, it's the only one. And this is for the Blooded October. And hopefully a bit more of Iron-Blooded Orphans for next time I record. And yeah, that's about it. Anyways, thank you for watching. This kit is fantastic if you put in the extra effort to paint those parts and tighten up the kits, because IBO kits have a tendency to become very fucking loose. Anyways, thank you again. And hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for my the next 2 weeks video, next Thursday, for wherever the fuck I'm building. And as I said, thank you for watching. Goodbye.